707 Collins. We in Miami and we ballin'. She let dollar pull up as we mobbin'. Every time I'm in the city, we be locked in. Ay.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Houston Texans. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Ready.
Throwing is Milton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They're going to try and throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he is going to have a Texans first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Here's Milton. That's complete right around the 8. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
19, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
At the 8-yard line.
To throw, it's Milton. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's who are the freshest guys coming off the last game. You're playing on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Next score, Jackson 7, Jaguars nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He'll try and do this himself. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Richardson going on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Here we go. Start.
In motion goes the tight end.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
They go draw here. Blue. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Hold the ready. Mustang 19. Nice. Gotta be lying.
Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
3 yards.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Let's go now. Ready.
Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Richardson looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Texans are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for me.
It's a gain of 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Come on.
Now Milton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
The Texans are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Nick Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
Here's Milton now to throw. He'll try and do this himself.
And he's going to go down again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Let's go.
Now it's Richardson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Richardson off the play fake. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
They go again with Blue. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there, pick up the first down.
Ready.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Richardson looking to throw this.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Richardson to throw.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Abdul Carter.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3rd and 19.
Ready.
Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Diamador Manor. And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The
The Texans
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own
offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
And ultimately, this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but boy, he showed off that make-you-miss ability that certainly is in his arsenal.
It's a pickup of 3. 7.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Me. Ready?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Ready, go. Let's go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's caught left side, Burden. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Milton.
At the 37-yard line.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Open man, that's Felton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th.
Ready. Cooking. Ready.
To throw is Milton.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
He'll try and do this himself.
And his first throw here is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Got me Ranger. Got me Ranger. Ready.
Off play action. Richardson.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Shot.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Lee. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead. And thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Cup 19. Cup 19. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw. Milton. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Ready, ready.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Play action. Now Richardson.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now 2nd and 4.
Get it. 60 by 6, 18, 5, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go.
Now Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. Here we go. This is fourth down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Let's go. Let's go.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
At the 23-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Texans are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. And they're just trying to erase that 0 on the score.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Down inside the 40.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Throwing is Milton. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence.
A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Fairbairn to kick draw for Houston.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Cup 19.
Richardson working from the gun. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jalen Waddle, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And this is going to be recovered by the hand team. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
On the set. Come on, set. Hawk, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, 79 Broncos.
Here's Milton. He's going to look deep down the field. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Milton. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.